Talking Nigeria versus Algeria. Clash on News Central TV.
What you've seen from Eric Shaw, there's a possibility that he has the code and the number of the Algerian team.
Honestly, I love the mentality that Eric Shaw has, ahead of this encounter because, most Nigerians don't have that much confidence going into this game. When you look at our head-to-head against Algeria, it's not really fantastic. Meeting 6 times, we lost 3, 1, 2, and just a single draw. So I would say his mentality is quite, impressive going into this encounter. He might really have the, what it takes. Maybe he has the code like you're talking about. But we'll have to wait and see by 5 p.m. later on today.
All right, wait in and see if 5 p.m. Would bring the answers to our question. Moses Simon also made it to the press conference, the pre-match press conference, and he had said that they've squashed all that talks around the bonus, as we heard on the news from the Nigerian National Sport Commission saying that the Super Eagles have received their payment, and I'm hoping that can be a boost, an incentive, a boost for them to go into this competition. Earlier, we had heard that the captain said, I would offset the bill if the NFF do not turn up before this encounter today. But now that they have received their money, according to the news that the reports that we hear, do you think this is a good motivation? Everything is calm in the team, and we can see the Super Eagles go all out today, Itoro?
We don't have to always have this conversation, if I may be frank. Every worker deserves, his or her wages, and this shouldn't be used as some leveler of performance. They ought to not have this sort of distraction every time they go for an international tournament. This is not the first time this has happened. Should this be something that will give them a boost? I don't really know, because at the end of the day, I would say issues like this, makes one distracted. Honestly speaking, and lots of people are saying, oh, they shouldn't be having such conversations. Yes, but it still comes back to the handlers. This conversation is not purely based on the boys. It has to start, they have to have this conversation before they go into the tournament. Is it going to be a boost? Yes, because it's going to kind of like relax everybody in the camp mentally going forward. But should it have happened in the first place? I don't think so. And I think it's high time that this kind of conversation stop happening. It's really, really high time we have to stop having this kind of conversations.
All right, Umon Osimhen, do you think they would test him today?
We keep leaving out one of the most important factors that has changed our attack.
Which one?
We keep leaving him out is a very, very important factor. We've been looking for that striker, the third striker that can fit into that place. Now, the Moroccans, the Algerians have never faced this kind of attack. You have 3 potential goal scorers.
But there's a possibility that he tweaks it today. Remember that he's trying to arrest some of the players who have been caddied before. Doesn't want to see too much caution.
Unfortunately,
the midfielders especially.
Unfortunately, I wouldn't advise him to ring them in, let them play the way.
Are you sure?
If they miss the semi-final, they miss the semi-final.
Do you also think the same?
If they miss the semi-final, you don't get to the semi-final. If you don't win the quarter-final, you don't get the semi-final. So what's the point of being cautious in the quarter-final?
Wow, he needs these players. They're very important. Itoro, come in here, please.
Honestly, I think I partially agree with him on this one, right? I think probably they should, start. Maybe they might not finish the game, but they should start there because, for me, I always agree. You start your winning team. There's this synergy that this, couple of players have, and facing an Algeria side that is very, very defensive-minded. If we want to take a look at it, Nigeria has scored the most goals getting to this point, and Algeria are the most defensive team, so far in this tournament. Is going to be very tight. So I think it's okay to start these players, but hopefully we can get, reasonable results in the first 45 minutes. Maybe give them an hour to play. Then you see the tempo of the game, and then you pull them out so that you can actually get the opportunity to use them in the semi-finals. But completely taking them out, going into this game, that would be disastrous.